As today's exciting episode begins, Roger Ramjet is being briefed by Colonel Jackie Shorts of the Army Undercover Department.
Ramjet, this assignment calls for daring and cunning, two of my best men, who happen to be on another case right now, so we'll have to use you.
I understand, sir.
You're to spend a lot of time with a certain beautiful woman.
But, sir, I'm already spoken for. A girl back home wears my Captain Kangaroo pin.
Well, never mind that, Ramjet. This is an order. You're to gain the confidence of the world's most dangerous female agent, Jacqueline Hyde.
Jacqueline Hyde?
Yes, Ramjet, but be careful not to divulge any top military secrets.
Oh, don't worry, Colonel. I'll play dumb.
Yes, Ramjet, I'm sure you will. And while she's trying to pry information from you, you're to learn the names of her contacts so we can smash the entire spy ring.
How will I recognize this woman, Colonel?
Well, she'll probably ask a lot of questions and try to poison you.
Never fear, sir. I'll watch my step.
Great Scott, Ramjet, what happened?
Oh, sorry, sir. I was so busy watching my step, I stepped on my watch.
And later that evening, Roger Ramjet entered the Gloomy Sunday, a combination malt shop and chicken store, which was a known hangout for spies and bad guys.
I wonder if I'm in the right place. Ooh, now that's what I call carelessness.
Suddenly, Ramjet saw a stranger across a crowded room.
Pardon me, lady, but don't I know you from somewhere?
Sit down, handsome. You're Roger Ramjet, aren't you, darling?
I think so. Let me see. No, I'm Robert Hall. Oh, no, I'm Roger Ramjet. Here it is. But how did you know?
A little Bertie told me. In fact, I'd like you to meet him. A little Bertie. Could you step over here for a moment?
Yeah.
This is Roger Ramjet.
A little Bertie, I'm pleased to make your acquaintance, little Bertie.
And while Roger Ramjet is being rendered unconscious, at American Eagle Squadron headquarters, the troops are worried.
I'm worried, gang. We haven't heard from Roger for hours.
Let's see if we can contact Roger on the telecommunicator. Turn it on.
You got the wrong channel, jerk. I'm not even in this episode.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, Roger's in trouble. Those guys are spies. Come on, gang. We've got to save him again. One for all and all for one. The Eagles fly till the job is done.
As the American Eagle Squadron speeds to the rescue, Jacqueline Hyde and her ring of spies are subjecting Roger to diabolical tortures.
Very well, Ramjet, darling. Let's see how you stand up under the ancient Chinese water torture. Now talk. All right, we was hoping we wouldn't have to resort to this. Little Bertie, rack it up. We'll see how he stands up under 4 hours of Vera Gruber Ralston movies. Who is it? Eastern Union. You the lady who sent for 4 hours of Vera Gruber Ralston movies?
Here, Roger, quick. Take this proton energy pill. It gives you the strength of 20 atom bombs for a period of 20 seconds.
Quick, Bertie, darling, stop him. That pill takes 5 seconds to work. Ramjet's proton energy pills have done the job again.
What did he say?
No one may ever know for sure what Roger did say, but he had destroyed the evil spy ring and made this a happier, nicer, neater, richer, bigger, niftier, gooder, rounder, shorter, dumber, square, flatter.
When Ramjet takes a proton pill, the crooks begin to work.
As today's episode begins, Roger Ramjet, internationally famous good guy and devil-may-care flying fool, calls on his girlfriend, that flower of American womanhood, Miss Lotta Love.
This is a surprise.
Surprise? But, Lotta, I've had a date with you every Tuesday night for the past 14 years.
I know, Roger, honey, but I plumb forgot.
Well, no matter. Here, this is for you, my little porcupine.
Oh, why, Roger, you sweet thing. You know I can't resist chocolate-covered kumquats.
Are you expecting company, Lotta?
Oh, why, I really don't know.
Well, I Here I am, Lotta. A Lance Crossfire, Yale, 49. World-famous test pilot, wealthy playboy, and Roger Ramjet's principal rival for your affections. I hope I'm not late.
Lance Crossfire.
Speak of the devil. How are you, Roger, old man?
What are you doing here, Crossfire?
I have a date with Lotta. I'm taking her for a ride in my plane to see the famous diving tank in Lewiston, Maine.
But I have a date with Lotta. There must be some mistake.
A rotten luck, old tiger. It just isn't your day.
Lotta, are you going to stand me up for this airborne polo player?
Now, just a darn minute, you muscle-bound jet jockey. I'll have you know...
Oh, boys! No use fighting over little old me. Can't you settle this like gentlemen?
A splendid suggestion. Why don't we flip for it?
I'd like to flip him right out the window.
What was that, Roger?
Oh, nothing. I have a better idea. Why don't we have a race to see who takes out Lotta?
Oh, that sounds marvy. I just love races.
And so an aeroplane race between Roger and Lance Crossfire was quickly arranged. The first man to reach Lompoc Municipal Airport would be the winner.
Good luck to both of you, and may the better man win.
You can say that again.
On your marks, get set.
And thus began the most exciting race in modern aviation history. Roger Ramjet and Lance Crossfire, wingtip to wingtip, at speeds faster than sound.
I'm ruined!
And still the race continued.
Ach so, finished at last. 10,000 perfect wedding cakes. Ach, du Lieber, I am bankrupted.
And finally, both planes landed at Lompoc Municipal Airport. And headed straight for the finish line.
The winner is...
A short time later, back at the apartment of Lotta Love.
Well, Roger and Lance, this is a surprise.
Surprise, but we've just flown halfway across the country to see which one of us could take you out.
Oh, I can't go out with either of you tonight, boys. I already have a date. Right, General Brass Bottom, honey?
Keep up the good work, men. You're both doing a splendid job out there.
You know, it's a privilege to serve under a man like General Brassbottom.
Roger,
Yes, Lance?
shut up.
And so ends another stirring adventure of everybody's hero, Roger Ramjet. Today's fog-bound episode begins in London, England, where Roger Ramjet has been summoned by Sir Boffley's stifling heat of Scotland Yard.
Sir Boffley?
Stifling heat here.
Why don't you open the window?
Oh, that's frightfully amusing, really. You must be that American chap, Roger Ramjet, judging from that outlandish costume you're wearing.
Correct. I am Roger Ramjet, internationally famous good guy, devil-may-care flying fool,
Come, old boy, no need to get emotional. I've called you in on this case because, frankly, we're baffled.
Baffled, Sir Boffley?
No, that's baffled Sir Boffley, you colonial clump.
Well, anyway, what seems to be the trouble?
Ramjet, England is being terrorized by the most fiendish criminal of all.
You mean...
Exactly. Jack the Nipper walks the streets of London once again.
And at that very moment, on a foggy London street, Jack the Nipper struck again.
Violets for sale. Who'll buy me violets? Ow! Blimey!
Aye, it's the Nipper, all right. He's done another.
He bit me blinking ear off, he did.
No doubt about it. Jack the Nipper has struck again.
Indeed, he had. From Limehouse to Piccadilly, from Soho to the British Museum, Londoners viewed the morning with much alarm. No one was safe from the Nipper's omnivorous nipping.
Ow! Philip, did you bite me on the ear?
No, darling, was I supposed to?
And back at Scotland Yard, Roger Ramjet has an idea.
I've got it, Sir Boffley.
Yes, I rather suspected that.
We'll just have everyone wear earmuffs. That will so discourage Jack the Nipper, he'll give up and go away.
Roger's plan was tried, but though it protected the people from the Nipper's ear chomping, the earmuffs made hearing very difficult.
You'd better get out of the way, Alfie. There's a huge omnibus coming up behind you. Speak up, you stupid nit. I can't hear a blinking word you're saying.
And Raining clubs all over London, things were getting a bit sticky.
Your move, Craddock. I say, your move, old boy. Your move, Craddock!
No need to shout, old Quince.
Soon everyone was shouting so loud that London sounded like one tremendous argument.
Oh, I see it, boy!
And so Ramjet's plan was abandoned.
Well, Ramjet, do you have any more brilliant ideas?
Yes, I'll telephone my faithful companions at American Eagle headquarters. They'll provide us with a solution.
Quickly, Roger contacted American Eagle headquarters, and just as quickly, he got the answer he was seeking.
Righto. 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 Right-toe.
Ramjet, why do you keep saying right-toe?
Because you're standing on my right toe.
Oh, sorry, old boy. Now, what's the plan?
I shall become a decoy for the Nipper.
Oh, no, Ramjet, I can't let you do that.
But he did. And that night, Roger Ramjet walked the streets of foggy London town, equipped with a huge pair of ears to attract the attention of Jack the Nipper.
Oh, I've got a lovely bunch of... Well, these giant ears ought to be pretty tempting for the Nipper. Now, if he'd only... Hark!
Suddenly, from out of the fog...
Ooh! It's the Nipper. He's claimed another victim.
But this time, the victim has claimed the Nipper. All right, my lad, it's off to Scotland Yard.
Capital suggestion, Ramjet, having those false ears coated with stickum.
Just plain old American ingenuity, Sir Boffley. Now, if you'll just remove this bounder...
No, I've been meaning to tell you about that. We can't seem to get the blighter unstuck.
And so Roger, his mission successfully completed, was soon winging his way back home. Once more, the world was a safer place, thanks to Roger Ramjet and the American Eagles!
When Ramjet takes a proton pill, the crooks begin to work.
Today's airborne episode begins with a knock on the door of American Eagle headquarters.
Telegram for Roger Ramjet.
I'm glad you don't drive a motorcycle. You have a telegram for me?
Here you are, Sonny.
And this is for you.
Gee willikers, a whole nickel. I'd better get this to the bank before I get rolled.
Who's the telegram from, Roger?
Why, it's from Mother. The old dear's coming to visit me.
And the next day, the whole gang was on hand at Lasagna Airport, anxiously awaiting the arrival of kindly old Ma Ramjet.
Unbelievable Airlines, flight number 1, now arriving from Hong Kong, Cleveland, Perth Amboy, Rangoon, and Lompoc.
Waggling wingtips, Roger. Look at that plane. Roger, that couldn't be.
Oh, yes, it could. That's my mom.
Is that any way to run an airline? You bet your sweet fuselage it is.
Mother.
Roger, honey, you look ridiculous as ever. Who's this, a bunch of musketeers?
Mother, I'd like you to meet Yank, Doodle, Dan, and Dee, my faithful companions of the American Eagle Squadron.
Hiya, kids.
Golly, Mrs. Ramjet.
Call me Ma, sweetie.
Roger has told us a lot about you.
Lies, all of it. Don't believe him. He's a conniving...
Oh, no, now, Mother. You mustn't excite yourself.
Say, what are you flying these days?
Well, here's my latest jet.
Say, that's a beauty. Too bad the propeller fell off.
Jets don't have propellers, Mother.
You're putting me on, Rog. No prop? What would Orville and Wilbur say about that?
Orville and Wilbur? The Wright brothers?
No, Orville and Wilbur Gumbiner. They run the pool hall and slot car emporium back in Lompoc. Say, Roger, honey, let me take this baby for a spin.
I don't think you can handle a plane like this, Mother.
Are you kidding? I taught Amelia how to fly.
Amelia Earhart?
No, Amelia Rimshot. She's the hostess down at the Lompoc 45-minute car wash. Come on, Roger, let me take her up.
Well, all right, but please, Mother, no stunt flying.
And a moment later, kindly old Ma Ramjet became the world's oldest jet pilot as she blasted off into the blue.
Ramjet to Ramjet, come in, please.
Say, this is the only way to fly. Yahoo!
Mother, you'd better bring her down now.
Oh, I forgot to tell you that sudden takeoff broke my glasses. I can't even see the consarn runway.
carbonated carburetors. Mother's in trouble.
Don't worry, Roger. We'll save her. Come on, gang. Yank to Eagles. Now you all know what to do. Let's go. Get away, you young whippersnappers. You want to cause a collision?
What a piece of flying. Yank and Dan locked their plane's wings under Ma Ramjets. And with almost miraculous skill, the American Eagle Squadron brought Ma Ramjet down safely.
Great work, lads. You've saved dear old Ma.
You can call me Mrs. Ramjet. What's the idea of sending an old lady up in a crate like that?
And so the next day, Ma Ramjet bade our heroes goodbye.
Well, so long, kids. Goodbye, son. Happy landings.
Gosh, I hope Mother doesn't feel too bad about being grounded.
And leave the driving to us.
As today's underprivileged episode begins, Roger Ramjet is trying to talk his way out of a difficult situation at American Eagle headquarters.
Roger, you promised you'd take us today.
Well, yes, I know, but I just remembered that I have to go to the opening of the Lompoc Opera season. They want me to throw out the first act.
That's tomorrow.
Oh, yes, so it is.
That's right. You said you'd take us to see our favorite singing group, the Cockroaches, in person.
Oh, well, a promise is a promise. Let's go.
Hooray!
And so it was that a short time later, Roger Ramjet and the American Eagles arrived at the theater where the Cockroaches were appearing.
Boy, this is really great. The Cockroaches came all the way from England for this special appearance.
Probably getting even for the Boston Tea Party.
What did you say, Roger?
I said they're probably getting an awesome feast, Marty.
Yeah, they're being paid $50,000 for this one appearance. Oh, quiet, everybody. The show is starting.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to our big show.
Hey, that's Gibbering Jimmy Tonedeaf, the famous teenage disc jockey.
And now here's what you've all been waiting for.
I've been waiting for you to fall in the orchestra pit.
Here they are, the greatest thing that's happened to England since Dunkirk, the fabulous Cockroaches.
I'd like to stretch your neck from Liverpool to Quebec.
Wait a minute, those garbled voices sound very, very familiar.
And sure enough, Roger Ramjet's super-sensitive ears had detected something.
What is it, Roger?
Just as I suspected.
Yes, just as Roger suspected, the group on stage looked mighty like Noodles Romanoff and his band of no-goods disguised as cockroaches.
Those aren't the cockroaches. They're imposters.
No, the imposters are singing here next week.
Stop the music, or whatever that is you're doing up there.
Quiet, sit down.
You're all making a serious mistake.
Sit down, Roger. You're embarrassing us.
But those aren't the cockroaches. It's that arch-criminal Noodles Romanoff and his despicable band of no-goods. Can't you tell?
Now you think we're stupid or something? Usher, kindly throw this unruly bloke out of here.
And so our hero was quietly asked to leave.
I tell you, you're making a terrible mistake.
But still undaunted, Roger returned a short time later, wearing a clever disguise.
By disguising myself as a teenage cockroach fan, I hope to sneak back into the theater and expose their fiendish plot.
Mr. Schwartz, your cousin's very ugly.
Roger!
I'll explain later. Oh, I beg your pardon. Aha! Just as I suspected, you must be the real cockroaches. Well, that's funny. You don't sound anything like your records.
Boy, I hope Roger's okay. Sounded like he really got clobbered. Wait, here he comes again.
Okay, Romanoff, you phony insect. You're through.
Don't pay any attention to him, thousands of loyal fans. We're the real cockroaches.
Well, then whom do you call this? These? Those?
Okay, Ramjet, you got us. I guess we better give up. Are you going to turn us over to the cops?
You don't get off that easy, Romanoff. I'm turning you over to these teenage cockroach fans. Well, boys, I guess we saved the day that time. What's the matter?
You spoiled the show. We liked it.
But they were fakes.
We know, but they sounded better than the real cockroaches.
Go try and be a superhero.
And so once more, the forces of evil have been handed a severe trouncing by that champion of justice, nearly everybody's hero, Roger Ramjet. Today's ironic episode begins in a private home, the home of Private Jerome Herman Deputy Jones and his wife, Belle. They are awaiting the arrival of their babysitter, a kindly neighbor named Roger Ramjet.
Boy, oh boy, it sure was nice of Roger to volunteer to look after our twins, Flick and Flack.
I'll say, Roger is such a nice hero.
You can say that again.
I'll say it. Roger is such a nice hero.
I don't like you as much as I used to.
Thanks to Roger Ramjet, we're going to go out and see a movie picture show.
You can say that again.
Thanks to Roger Ramjet, we're...
Hello there, hero fans.
The boys are in the backyard. The doctor's number is by the phone. Good night and good luck.
They must have been late for the movie. I think it was very nice of me to volunteer to stay with the Jones children while their parents go out and enjoy themselves. I wonder what the little tykes are doing. Hello, boys. You're certainly inventive, little Whiskers. Is this your own design?
Hey, you're just in time to see us blast off to the moon.
Blasting to the moon, is it?
Stand back. Hey, Flick, you got the firecracker ready? Yep.
Wow, what a blast. Now, where did those kids get to? Flick, Flack, Flick, Flack?
Meanwhile, at American Eagle headquarters...
I wonder who that could be. Why, it's the Jones boys, Flick and Flack. Hey, hi, kids. Hey, what are you doing out at this time of night? Well, it's a long story. You see...
Meanwhile, back at the Jones house, Roger was really getting worried.
Say, you don't suppose those kids really went to... Yipes, that's it. They've gone to the moon. Great galloping grease guns. This is serious. I'd better call Washington.
Oh, hurt, burn, terrible.
Say, General, you do a wonderful impression of me. Can you do Lionel Barrymore?
Ramjet, this call better be important.
Oh, it certainly is. You see, I was babysitting for some youngsters tonight, and...
Hey, what? In what? To where? Ramjet, that's impossible. Isn't it?
I'm afraid not, sir. Those kids have gone to the moon. We better do something to get them back, or we are really going to get yelled at.
What do you mean, we, paleface?
And so the entire facilities of our government were called upon to try and solve this terrible problem.
Astronauts, we need a volunteer to go up after those kids and rescue them from the moon.
But, sir, how did those kids get to the moon if we haven't even been there yet?
They probably found a shortcut. How should I know? Am I supposed to know everything around here? My mother was right. There's blues in the night. I should have been a dentist.
And about that time, give or take a couple of minutes, the Jones returned home.
Hi, Roger. How did everything go? I hope the kids didn't give you any trouble.
Why, I haven't heard a sound out of those little rascals for hours.
What was that?
A flat, I believe. A little sharp, though.
Our babies, they're gone. What have you done with them, you monster? Dumbbell, clod, thunderhead.
When suddenly the doorbell rang.
Hi, Mr. Jones. I thought I'd better bring the kids back home.
Hey, honey, the kids are back. Look, they're okay.
Don't interrupt me. Sidewinder, pig face, swinehund. The what? My babies.
Hi, Ma. Hi, Pa. Hi, favorite babysitter.
But I thought you went to the... Uh-oh, I've got to make a phone call.
And as Roger explained his honest little mistake to Washington, we close the book on another true-to-life adventure of Roger Ramjet and the American Eagles.
When Ramjet takes up...
Today's rickety episode takes Roger Ramjet out west as a deputy U.S. Marshal assigned to the difficult task of cleaning up the last of the old lawless western towns, Boot Hill, Montana, where men were men and women were men, and that can get pretty old after a while. As Marshal Ramjet rode into town, it was high noon and low tide.
High noon. Low tide. Get off.
Oh, so this is Boot Hill. Excuse me, sir. I wonder if you could direct me to...
I don't like your look, stranger. I'm going to drill you.
Strange way folks have of saying hello out here. Well, I guess I'll just mosey around town and introduce myself. Howdy, Slim. I'm Roger Ramjet, your new marshal. Where are you from?
Dodge, originally.
Well, if you say so.
What in tarnation's wrong with you?
I thought you told me to do some original dodging, and I was...
loony as a jaybird.
Here's the saloon over here. I think I'll go in and have a sarsaparilla. Stop this fighting immediately. That's better. Now then, folks. I'm your new marshal, Roger Ramjet. I just want you to know that...
Hey, Marshal! I'm Sam Morse from the telegraph office. Got a telegram for you.
Now, let's have it, Morris. Why, there's nothing but little bitty dots and dashes all over this paper.
It's a little code I made up. Here, let me read it. It says, I'm a-coming in on the noon train to get the low-down marshal what sent me up to prison. It's signed Bernie Miller.
Bernie Miller's out of prison. He'll hit this town like nuclear fission.
Well, I have nothing to worry about. I didn't send him up to prison.
P.S. or any other marshal who happens to be around.
Well, folks, I'd like to ask that you do not forsake me. I need several volunteers as deputies. You'll find police work to be interesting and challenging.
No dice, Ramjet. That's your job. We're not going to help you and maybe get shot.
But you should support your local police.
Yeah, and the Titanic should have looked where it was going. But that's no...
The trains are coming!
Hey, Jed, you better get out the rig.
Well, I guess there's only one thing to do.
Well, you can't do that either, Marshal. We hid your horse.
I meant I'm going to meet Bernie Miller and have this thing out.
Put the bags over there, boy, and don't scratch the guitar or the amplifier.
Oh, excuse me, my fault.
Pardon me, I'm sorry.
Oh, by the way, have you seen a man named Bernie Miller?
Why, yes, I'm Bernie Miller.
Oh, really? Well, I'm Roger Ramjet, the new marshal here, and...
Marshal? Okay, Ramjet, when I count 3, you better draw. 1.
I don't have a gun, so I'll just take one of my proton energy pills. They give me the strength of 20 atom bombs for the period of 20 seconds.
Let's see what comes next. Oh, yeah, 2.
It takes 5 seconds for the pill to work, and he's only counting to 3.
Now, let's see. I had it there a minute ago. Rats. That 1. Oh, yeah, 3.
That should hold you, Bernie Miller. Well, folks, my work is done here. I'll be riding off into the sunset. So long. So long, everybody. I'm happy I could make this a nicer place to live at.
Goodbye.
See you later.
So long, Marshal.
Shane, come back. We love you. We want you should come to the ranch and live with me and Ma and Pa and the cows and the chickens and the dogs.
As today's stifling episode begins, we find the world in a scorcher of a problem. The weather all over the world had suddenly turned unbearably hot.
I've never seen it this hot in December.
In other parts of the world, it was getting so hot that all the water was evaporating.
What's this one, Gertrude?
It looked as though the whole world would melt unless something could be done. This was a job for Roger Ramjet.
Well, boys, anyone have any suggestions?
Roger, I think I've got it. Some evil forces must be tinkering around with the sun.
And sure enough, the solenoid robots were orbiting the sun in a spaceship covered with mirrors, which reflected heat and light all over the world, 24 hours a day.
It won't be long now. Soon the world will be weak from heat prostration. Then we'll take over, Buzzclick.
I see the trouble. It's the solenoid robots. They're reflecting the sun's rays with giant mirrors. We've got to break this up. Break mirrors? That's 7 years bad luck.
We'll have to capture them in toto.
Hey, that's good. I never been to Toto.
Come on, gang. One for all and all for one. The eagles fly till the job is done.
But as Roger Ramjet and the American Eagles race sunward, they are under constant surveillance.
Well, Buzzclick, it looks like our old friends Roger Ramjet and those pesky kids. They'll never get through to us. Buzzclick, the heat is too intense for their ordinary Buzzclick Earth planes.
The robot knew of what he spoke, for as our heroes neared the sun...
Hey, my controls are beginning to melt.
It's no use, kids. If we get much closer, we'll become the first airborne barbecue. That sun's just too hot.
Let's return to Earth, Roger. I have a plan.
And back once more on Earth, Yank explained his ingenious idea.
First, we pack Roger in dry ice.
Dry ice?
Right. And then all we have...
And the next day, there was a knock on the door of the solenoid robot spaceship.
Package for anyone at this address.
But how did you get through this tremendous heat?
Guess you weird-looking foreigners don't know the motto of the United States Postal Service. Neither rain, nor snow, nor heat, nor gloom of night can stay this courier, that's me, from this swift completion of his appointed rounds. Say, you better get that package inside. It's starting to melt. So long, Sonny.
It seems to be something packed in ice. Let's see what it is.
All right, you metallic mischief makers, you're through. This proton energy pill gives me the strength of 20 atom bombs for 20 seconds.
Buzzclick, get him. It takes 5 seconds, Burton, for the pill to work, Buzzclick. And in a trice, Roger Ramjet had subdued the solenoid robots, crippled their evil spaceship, and smashed the mirrors which were causing the terrific heat wave.
There, that puts a stop to your hot ideas, you metal menaces. I've smashed all your mirrors.
Buzzclick, yes, but now you're in for 163 years of bad luck.
Nonsense. I don't believe in your silly superstitions.
And so, once again, thanks to Roger Ramjet, the world is a cooler place to live.